Hey guys, welcome back to the pod. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Ryder.
And I'm John.
And today we've got a very special episode for you guys. It's Thanksgiving coming up in a couple days. So we thought, what better way to celebrate Thanksgiving than with Christmas movie trivia?
It's a little bit of both, Christmas and Thanksgiving, but they kind of get lumped into the same.
Did you actually find Thanksgiving trivia?
I think there might be one in here that may be a Thanksgiving, but there's not much you can get as far as Thanksgiving. But I mean, you walk down Walmart and they already have the Christmas stuff up, so Thanksgiving gets kind of hurdled.
Can I give you a little confession? We already put our tree up and decorated it.
Yep, right after Halloween. That's usually what people do.
Yep, and I feel zero shame. If it's gonna snow already, then we should be able to indulge in Christmas a little early.
But just Thanksgiving is that Oliver Twist, just orphan, that just no one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over.
Thanksgiving wants a little bit more, and we just start going more
porridge. Yeah, I just wanted some more porridge. That's all that is. We can't even give it its own month that it clearly has.
It's like, you're lucky I still remember the word cornucopia.
Right. But jumping in, I do want to ask you. I mean, it's no secret. You're adopted into a family in New York.
That's news to me.
Well,
what the hell? What do you know that I don't know? Holy shit!
Mirror, you're just like, oh, these Irish people. Why don't they tan in the summer? All they do is burn. But what did a Thanksgiving look like to you as far as like your family get-togethers and stuff like that? Because you said you have, is it Italian or Irish?
Both. They're mixed.
Oh, okay. So I mean, they go hard in the paint when it comes to holidays. So I just wanted to ask you like that. And then when did it kind of like, when you're young, you don't really get it. It's just a get together and stuff like that. And when did it kind of click that this is kind of like what we're doing at this time of the year?
It's funny that
more or less.
It's funny that you added that second part, because that's kind of where my answer was leaning towards anyway. It was just a massive, loud get together where everybody tried to talk over everybody. That's how Italians are. That's how Irish people are. And you get together probably at a lot of that. Probably, I mean, you get together at the grandmother's house. She's the matriarch. The main thing that I remember, other than people fighting over who's going to carve what, is really just the fact that, if you're going to have a big old Italian dinners, you got a big old pot of sauce with sausages and meatballs in one, and then you got the spaghetti separate. That was like a big staple. Yep. But honestly, like, the main things that we would do is we would either watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which is ironic because it was right there, and always, this was a must, watch the Peanuts Thanksgiving episode. The Charlie Brown Thanksgiving episode, that was a must. Now, pies were the main thing. That was the most important thing, whether it was pumpkin pie or apple pie. And this year, I'm so proud. I'm going to be trying for the first time a sweet potato pie. I've never done it. I've never even tasted a sweet potato pie, but I love sweet potato, so I'm trying that out.
Sweet potato pie is delicious.
I know. I really want to try it. It's so bad.
It's not really going to be what you're expecting, but it's once you try it, you'll kind of be like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? But it's very good.
Yeah. The one thing, not to go all sidetracky, but the one thing that surprised me so far is that we can't find a recipe for sweet potato pie that is under 3 hours. And I'm like, that is fucking nuts. On Thanksgiving, I don't have that time or space in the kitchen for that.
Yep. Now, is it 3 hours with the crust and the pie itself? Because you could bypass the crust. If you wanted to go buy a crust.
You know what it was? There was a smiley guy on YouTube that was like putting the sweet potatoes in the oven for maybe an hour and a half, and then you got to put it back in, with just the sweet potatoes, and then you put the pie in there for like 45 minutes or something, then you let it cool for like another 30, and I'm like, I don't have that kind of time on Thanksgiving. Like, mission aborted. I'm not doing this on that day.
Yep.
We can't.
Turkey's going to be the main event.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
and
if you're not cooking it at that temperature, you're screwed.
Right. And unless I bring my own easy bake oven, I'm going to get outvoted in terms of like using up the actual oven space for this. But anyway, not to go off on a tangent, to go back to your second half of that question, when did it become important? When did I kind of start getting into it and getting it? So I've always been into Thanksgiving, but obviously it's no secret that, everybody in my family looks different than me. And I used to be a pretty emotional, I would say emo, swoopy haired teen kid. a lot of it dealing with the fact that I didn't really understand why my birth parents gave me up when I was young and I was
Mhm.
in that orphanage. But it wasn't until I started really looking for my birth parents that I really stopped appreciating my adopted parents. And I
Mhm.
never really viewed them as my adopted parents. They were always my parents. I never really, that word adoptive is just not
Mhm.
in my vernacular because they were never anything but my actual family. And I found myself over time not giving them the appreciation and love that they deserved as I looked more for my birth family. And I said, you know what? If I find my birth parents, I find my birth parents. If I don't, I'm good. And that's kind of how I've been ever since, probably about like 2012 on.
Have you found your birth parents?
No, no.
Okay.
I would love, I wouldn't mind finding my mom, my dad, not so much. But, that's kind of what Thanksgiving really means to me is that I
Mhm.
am just thankful for what I have. And, if I search for more, I search for more, but it's not an inherent desire to get answers to those questions because I feel fulfilled here.
One more question about that is, how did your adopted parents feel about that when you started looking? Were they kind of disappointed? Like, did they think you were going to run into a wall and not be able to,
I don't know if they felt disappointed. I think they knew that they had intentionally kept that door open my entire life. So every chance they could, they tried getting me involved in learning more about my Korean heritage and Korean culture because they felt that that was important and to not just imagine that it didn't happen, not to literally, for lack of a better phrase, whitewash
Yeah.
me 100
Mhm.
percent into just thinking that everything is, just Western America. They just let me kind of do it on my own. They figured this is something that doesn't really need guardrails, and he's better off just finding answers on on his own. And so I did, and I came to I would say hopefully logical conclusion that you'll find them if you find them. I mean, nowadays it's probably super
Mhm.
easy with ancestry.com. I'm at the
Yeah.
point where I don't really feel like I need that chapter, written.
Yeah, you feel like you're taken care of on all angles. Like these are the people that raised you, so
Yeah.
you feel like these are your parents.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I mean?
only reason why I
I
think I would go and do that is to really probably put at ease my birth mother who did have to give me up for financial reasons that
Mhm.
she made the right choice.
For sure. And then another thing too is like maybe do you know if you have any brothers or sisters out there or anything like that?
Okay, lie. That's the two reasons. Two reasons why I would do that is because yeah, I'd be really interested because I don't, everybody says, "Oh, yeah, certain Asians look
Mhm.
alike" and all that stuff, but I've never really seen anybody and been able to say, that's my flesh and blood. That's
For
my
sure,
own."
for sure.
And that's super
Mhm.
enticing.
There's
Uh,
still a bit of a question mark. I get it.
yep. Yep. All
Mhm.
right. So, more important than my adoption, more important than my sense of self worth,
Oh man. Yep.
Thanksgiving traditions. What does Thanksgiving traditions look like in your house?
Well, okay, it's gonna be a little bit of a different story just because I come from parents that were divorced.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a minimum of about 4 Thanksgivings that you had to attend.
Jesus.
So and like the hardest part was I felt really bad for my mom just because she was a dietitian at a hospital and she had other responsibilities
Mm-hmm.
and she couldn't really be there on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I felt bad for her, but I never felt like she wasn't there because she chose not to be there kind of thing. It was
Right. Right. Right.
you have a job where you have to feed people on Thanksgiving that are sick in a hospital.
Yeah.
So I felt really bad because she is the person that takes care of everybody in our family. She is the nurturer. She is that person. So, I mean, we would have Thanksgiving not on Thanksgiving. So we would still have it as a family and stuff like that. But
Mm.
on Thanksgiving, if somebody had a Thanksgiving in my family, like my dad's side of the family, there's one or two. And then my mom's side of the family, there's one or two. So I had to do about 4 Thanksgivings a year.
Wow.
And you go to one of them
Mm-hmm.
and you eat, right? Because it's
Yeah.
just we're human. You sit down and you eat and then you get full. Well, I get to number 2 and then I'm sat at a table and I'm expected to eat again. And then I get to the 3rd
Mm-hmm.
and the 4th. You're expected to eat 4 times like for
Yeah.
around lunch and it's like, guys, I can't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like I just can't eat anymore it's not disrespectful to anybody. It's just I'm ready to pop. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's like there's so much good food,
Sorry, not to
you know.
cut in. Do you
No,
think as you've
absolutely.
gotten older, and I've noticed this in myself, that as you get older, the number of plates that you go up for diminishes?
I think it's more so we all have that thing in our head where we get to graduate to the big boy table. You know, you're not at the kids table
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
So
Fuck
we
those
all have
kids.
that, right? You don't want to sit on a play, one of those
Those play
plastic.
schools, those big old
Yeah,
chairs. Yeah.
no, the plastic picnic table. Remember that? That
Oh
was
my
always.
God.
But you got to graduate to the big boy table,
Yeah.
and then I think that as that just gets crammed in there because you're there with 16 other people, you know what I mean? I
Mm.
think it's for me, I don't know if the plates got smaller, you know what
Mm.
I mean? It's just you kind of put more on the plate,
Yeah.
but you don't want to get up as much. I get that. Like you're kind
Yeah.
of in your place. Like dessert, you got to do it because it's like
Yeah.
pecan. Like, come
I,
on.
I think it's the foresight because, knowing that all the desserts that are about to come, I tell myself, you know what? No, I'm going to save room for that. I'm only going to have
Yeah.
one helping of turkey, side, stuffing, all this other stuff and save room for dessert. I think the foresight just adds to the fact that I just really can't eat as much.
Well, and then side note, it's like I got to cut the shit because like I stepped on the scale the other day,
Yeah.
and dang, you're like, I'm a big,
Damn.
I'm a big guy. Like I'm
Hmm.
6 foot, 6'2", 6'3", something like
Wow.
that. So it doesn't look like I weigh that much because I have genetics that kind of
Yeah.
are relatively build on me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I can't. My dad was a big football player, so I'm like, I gotta either cut the shit or I gotta start working out more, or you know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna quit eating delicious food.
Yeah, no,
You know what I
especially on
mean?
Thanksgiving. Well,
Mm,
ladies and gentlemen, we are so excited to start. Later on, we're going to do a Christmas movie trivia. I've got 15 questions.
yep.
Johnny's got 13 questions. We're going to go head to head, see who comes out on top, and follow along from wherever you guys are listening or watching the pod because, man, these questions are hard. But right before we get to that, John, you had something that you wanted to update us on
Oh,
in your actual life.
okay. I got
I
two
want to, and I
things.
want to hear this because you built it up before we started recording, and I'm
Yeah.
interested, man.
There was this kid in Wishick, back my small town of Wishick. The whole 900 people that live in a mile by a mile. There's this kid that he's been dipping his toes in a lot of crime lately. He's been accused of already one stabbing,
Oh my God.
and I used to babysit. Like I used to babysit this kid
What'd you do?
when he was younger. I didn't do anything. Don't look at me like I didn't do nothing. God damn it, I didn't do nothing. Right? I showed him a South Park episode. If that's gonna lead to a stabbing, I'm sorry, but I didn't do a goddamn thing. But I got sent a newsreel. There's a city in North Dakota called Minot,
Okay.
and Minot is close to like the Bakken oil fields where we have a lot of oil production and stuff like that. And there's a lot of drugs out there. And apparently, he stabbed somebody to death out there, and
Oh,
he's staring down the barrel of probably the rest of his life in prison and stuff
so
like that. But yeah,
so he's not really dipping his toe so much as like diving headfirst in the shallow end of a pool,
well, he was accused of a stabbing when he was in college,
as
and
one does. Why
yep,
not?
he did his jail time and stuff like that. The kid never died, but they did try to kill him. And
Good
then
God.
in this one, the kid did die. Like then these are kids. These are like I mean they're not kids, but they're probably 30 years old, 29, maybe 28.
Oh yeah, not
You know what I mean?
kids. Not kids.
So it's like
Fully able to be
not
tried as an adult.
kids. Yeah, not kids, but it's like to me these are kids. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I'm 37. These are kids.
Good
If I
God.
was 27 and I had the rest of my life to spend in prison, that would be rough.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and to your point too, it's hard for me to say that too. That I used to babysit this kid. It's like, what did you do? It's like, oh, you motherfucker,
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing.
It was like
I
you're gonna
didn't.
give me so many bad
Yeah,
babysitting reviews now
no.
on Yelp.
When he was a kid in Wishick, he was a good kid. Like he's very quiet, but he
I
seemed fine.
I mean, you could
Normal
say
kid.
that,
You know what I mean?
but I have it now in my head that it is completely your fault.
He
How
was.
long did you babysit him for?
I bet. Well, it was one of those things where you babysit him for like a night. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Or like for that night, so his parents can go to the bar. That was the thing. Like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Most of the time, it was like we were walking home to go back to my mom's house, and then his dad would run out in the street and ask us what we're doing tonight, and we're like, nothing, probably just going to watch movies. And then they'd be like, hey, can you watch him so we can go to the bar and get shitty? So it's like it was one of those. But no, it's like
And then
I mean, we showed him South Park episodes. I don't think if that corrupts somebody to the point of stabbing somebody
and
to
then
death, okay,
yeah,
I'm guilty.
you showed him that you can cut with paper. You showed him the emotional trauma it can cause, and then you incited it with, I don't know, toys and food. You starved him until he proved his worth. If you step into the pentagram, this is what happens.
The sight of Eric Cartman was like on It when that guy was on the TV with his knife and everyone was like, kill, kill, kill.
Yeah. See, I knew you had a part to play.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? He might have been. He might have been writing my name for the last 20 years.
If anything comes from this Thanksgiving episode, it's that I can get you to slightly consider the possibility that you might be implicated in this man's murder.
I mean, it's been 20 years since I've talked to him, so who knows? I might have corrupted his life, but
you might
I doubt it.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
All right, so number 1, in Elf, where does Buddy's dad work?
He works in the Empire State Building.
It's a publishing company. Is it at the Empire State Building?
I thought he worked at the Empire State Building, but maybe not.
I just said at a publishing company.
Oh, okay. I thought like the actual building. I thought it was like the Empire State Building. I thought there was like a publishing wing in the Empire State Building.
Buddy's dad work. Greenway Press. Yeah, Empire State Building. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Son of a bitch. All right. One for you.
Oh, it's going to get ugly. All right. Okay. What was the title of John Candy's band, and what was his character's title in the 1990 Christmas hit Home Alone?
John Candy's band?
John Candy's band. Remember when they were in the U-Haul with the McAllister's mom? She was getting a ride back to Chicago.
Oh my God!
They were a polka band. That's
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
What was the? I gave you a hint on the name.
Okay.
He was. It has polka in it.
Polka dots.
Nope. John Candy's title was the Polka King of the Midwest.
Oh God. Okay.
And his band was the Kenosha Kickers.
All right. If any of you got that on the listening, good for you. Are they all going to be this hard? Because I am fucked.
Some of them, yeah.
Shit. Okay. All right.
I mean, to be honest, some of them are going to be like actors' names, like a list of actors' names.
Yeah, that's what some of mine are.
I mean, some of these I don't think they warrant like a point or not. They're just, if you get them, holy shit kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's kind of what I'm feeling, because oh my God, I'm never going to get that one. All right. But in the spirit of Home Alone, what does Buzz say will happen if Kevin goes into his room?
Oh man.
5 seconds.
All right, give it to me. I don't know.
Answer: he'll grow up never coming out. And then Kevin repeats, I wouldn't let you sleep in my room if you were growing on my butt.
Okay. All right.
You're still on the board with 1. I'm at 0.
You might get this one just because it kind of leans toward.
All right, give it to me.
What SNL alum auditioned for the part of Santa in Home Alone, but lost the part to Ken Hudson after showing up after a long night of shenanigans?
David Spade.
No.
Adam Sandler?
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley. Man, I'm not thinking far back enough. Well, David Spade. Man,
I mean, to be honest,
you know what? I should have thought of bigger guys. You know what? That's on me.
That's kind of what I was thinking. But I had to look back at when that was filmed. That's in 1990. That's God. I know. Time flies, huh?
I'm also obsessed with how much the Culkin brothers are making such a renaissance.
Yep.
And they're just like back to being America's treasures. I love it.
I know.
All right. Easy one. In The Grinch, 2000, what is the name of the mayor of Whoville?
The mayor? Oh, man.
I will say his first name is the same as a Roman emperor.
Is his first name Julius? I don't know.
It's the first name is Augustus.
Augustus. What is it? Is it who? No.
It's close.
No, I don't know.
Mayor Augustus Mayhew.
Okay.
Yep. The one with the curls in his hair.
What's the little girl's name? Is it
Cindy Lou Who?
Macy? Cindy Lou Who.
Yep.
Did you know she's in a rock band now?
Oh, she's in a real punk band. Taylor Momsen? Yeah. Yeah, she just posed with Jim Carrey. And I'm like, man, if you need any further evidence as a millennial that time flies, it is that picture right there.
I found that out like a couple years ago, and it's like, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. She's grown up now.
Honestly, you
Yeah.
juxtapose that song, the "Where Are You Christmas," with her music now, and you're like, this cannot be the same girl.
Number 3.
Uh-huh.
What magazine short story was A Christmas Story based on?
Was it Time?
No. I'll give you 3 guesses.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 3 guesses on this one. I think you'll...
People?
Nope.
God, I'm not going to get this. Magazine, The Christmas Story. I was hoping you would say something like news article that like posted in like Stephen King.
No.
I don't know. Better Home and Garden.
No. It's one that I don't think you could sit here for a year, and I don't think you would put your thumb on it. It was in Playboy.
What? A Christmas Story?
Yes. A Christmas Story was a collection of short stories written by the guy that sold the story or whatever. It was a collection of short stories in Playboy. It was under a different name, but it became A Christmas Story.
I want to know what the first version was.
It wasn't anything crazy. It was just a story about an upbringing in the Midwest.
Can you imagine that scenario where somebody's just subscribing to Playboy just for the stories?
I know. But to be honest, like I guess like in the 70s and 60s and stuff like that, it was like an actual like journalist magazine. Like people did for the nudity and the journalism. Like I guess it was like hand in hand.
And both.
Hey,
that's funny.
I guess whatever you want to do, you want to read some journalism and look at boobies. Hey, I'm all for that.
All right, this is an easy one. In the Santa Claus 3, the Santa Claus 3, the Escape Clause, who plays Jack Frost?
Oh, the Santa Claus 3.
If you see his face, you'll know. And this guy has an iconic smile. When you see his grin, you know who it is. I'll give you a hint. Another character he's played is Jiminy Glick, a fat suit wearing, celebrity interviewing comedy host.
Is it Jim Carrey or Dan Aykroyd?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, those are the only names that come to mind.
Answer, Martin Short.
Oh, Martin Short.
Martin Short. Yep, iconic. Still watching him in Only Murders in the Building right now. He is
Martin
so
Short
funny.
is iconic.
He is like, iconic.
Some people sleep on Martin Short. It's like I looked at his IMDb and I was like, God damn, Martin Short's been in a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, and now he's in the back 9 of his career where he gets just to like hang out with Steve Martin the whole time, his best friend. Well, he's living the life. Yeah. Yep.
All right. What store in what city allowed the filming of the department store scene in A Christmas Story?
Was it Macy's?
Nope. But okay, what city was what was it filmed in the city?
Was it Manhattan?
No.
You know what's funny is I'm realizing how many Christmas movies I don't know a single thing about.
Yep.
So I don't know.
A Christmas Story was filmed in Cleveland.
Okay.
And the department store was Higbee's.
Mm-hmm.
And a side note, Higbee allowed it on one condition. There was there was no profanity in the movie. That is why Ralphie says, "Oh fudge," during the tire changing scene, and why the old man rambles incoherently when he's fixing the furnace.
Oh, I thought he was just a little bitch.
Nope.
Oh, wait. Okay.
That was all because...
All right, question.
Go ahead.
So, do we know that it's Higbee's in the movie? Do we know that it's Higbee's or Cleveland in the movie? Because that's the thing. That's the main difference. Is that I'm trying to think of it from just watching it. I don't know any of the behind the scenes with almost any of these Christmas movies.
Yep, I'm pretty sure there is a reference to Cleveland.
Okay.
Higbee's. I'm not really sure if like the sign outside might be a Higbee's sign, but I don't know if there's like a clear reference that it's that.
Okay.
Because like unless you're from that area, you probably don't know what Higbee's is. You know what I mean? Like I've never heard of the store. Gotcha. It's not around me. So you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm guessing reference to Cleveland. the store, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Well, in the spirit of questions and answers that are too hard, I'm going to cut this next one. I'm going to go straight to my multiple choice questions. All right.
Okay.
All right. This one should be pretty easy. In Home Alone, what does Kevin use to make the house appear full of people? Is it A, toy soldiers, B, shadow puppets, C, cardboard cutouts on a train track, or D, a strobe light?
Repeat the question. Sorry.
In Home
I looked down at
Alone,
my questions.
gotcha.
Yep.
In Home Alone,
Yep.
what does Kevin use to make the house appear full of people? Toy soldiers, shadow puppets, cardboard cutouts on a train track, or a strobe light?
Cardboard cutouts on a train track.
Bingo. You got it. All right. I am 0 for 2 right now. If you don't give me a softball soon, I'm going to lose it.
Okay. Towards the end of my questions are probably the ones that you're going to get a little bit. Like these ones are hard. I'm not going to lie.
So we're going to break your spirit first before we get to something easy, just like what you did to that kid you babysat.
Damn. Hey now, you stop that.
I'm starting to sympathize.
Oh God, I'm never going to live that down. Okay. What scene in Elf made Macy's pull the right to film in their store?
Was it when he was peeping on the employee in the shower?
No.
That wasn't the one?
Nope.
Where he was peeping at the naked woman?
Okay, hold on. But it is a scene in the department store.
Was it Fighting Santa?
Okay. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give that one to you. Because okay. Basically, the scene in Elf that made Macy's pull it out of the store was the scene with Santa. But
wow.
Why? It was the Artie Lang Santa scene, because it revealed that Santa was Santa to be fake, and they have to have the Santa appear.
Oh, okay.
So when they pulled the beard off,
gotcha.
The Artie Lang scene. They said you can film in Macy's, but you got to axe the Artie Lang scene. They did not, and so Macy's told them to pull it.
Okay,
I will give you that one.
It wasn't the assault part, but the fake Santa part. Way to really draw.
Didn't give a shit about the Porky's remake.
Way to draw the line in the sand, Macy's.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Let's hear it.
In one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time, in Christmas with the Cranks, why do Luther and Nora Crank decide to skip Christmas one year? A, they're too busy with work. B, their daughter is away. C, they hate decorations. Or D, they just moved in.
I'm going to say C. I've never seen the movie, but I'm going to say C.
They hate decorations? It is actually B. Their daughter is away. In the whole movie of Christmas with the Cranks, their whole neighborhood is big into Christmas, decorations, all these traditions. They decide one year to skip Christmas because their daughter is away, so they book a cruise in the Caribbean. They're ready to do it. Everybody's mad at them for skipping Christmas, and then at the last second, literally 24 hours before Christmas, their daughter says she's coming home with her new fiance from somewhere in South America, and they have to rush within the next 24 hours to get everything back up and running to make their daughter feel, at home with Christmas again. It is such a funny movie. Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis as a couple in it, so funny.
Christmas with no, pardon my ignorance about like some of these movies, but it's not animated.
Nope,
right?
Nope. Just completely live.
Okay.
Yeah, so funny. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd is like the main. He's like the main community watch Karen of the neighborhood.
Okay, I love Dan Aykroyd.
It's so funny. Yeah, you got to watch that this year.
All right. So number 6, I'm going to give you a multiple choice on this one.
Okay.
Because are you familiar with the movie A Wonderful Life?
Not as much as I should be, but I appreciate the multiple choice.
Okay. But that's why I will give you multiple choice.
Love it.
Okay. In It's a Wonderful Life, set designers created a town for the movie and built a town on how many acres? Now I'm going to give you. Is it A, 1 acre? So A, 1, B, 4, C, 8, or D, 12?
I'm going to go with C8.
It was B, 4 acres.
That
They
doesn't
built.
compute with what I've been taught in high school. That C is always the right answer.
Well, I just came up with the list like 2 seconds ago, so sorry, threw that little
That's no
boomerang in there.
excuse.
But I guess the 4 acres included a 300-yard main street and 75 buildings.
That also lets me know that I don't know how big an acre is, because the fact that you could have a 300-yard anything in 4 acres and still have a town is mind-boggling to me. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not familiar with how big an acre is. I just know if you're looking at a house with like land on it, and they say there's 4 acres of land, everyone's like, "God damn!"
Yeah,
It's like that's a lot of land.
like I
That's a lot of
know,
mowing. That's
yeah,
what I hear.
I know what square footage my place is, and I know that it seems to be getting smaller every year.
Right,
That's about it.
right.
All right, this one should be a throwaway. You should get this one. In How the Grinch
Okay.
Stole Christmas,
Okay.
what is the Grinch's dog name? A Max, B Zero, C Fido, D Buddy.
Max.
There we go. All right, we're back on the board.
I was gonna say that one's not as easy as it seems, though. I haven't seen The Grinch in a long time.
Oh, really? You need to watch Jim Carrey's, because it is
Oh, I love it.
beautiful for adults. The number of jokes made strictly for adults that only adults are gonna get, so funny. Like when he's going through his list of why he can't, he's booked up and he can't go down to Whoville. He looks through things. He says like 6:30 jazzercise, and there's one in there that he says solve 5:30, solve world hunger, tell no one.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
so amazing. All right.
Yep. Yeah, I love that movie. That's great. I think I'm gonna skip one.
Okay.
This is okay. I have one that's what 5 movie stars were considered to play Tim Allen's part in the movie The Santa Claus Before Him.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get any of the behind the scenes ones.
I'll name them. There's
Okay.
the 4 are Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, Tom Selleck, Tom Hanks, and Mel Gibson.
Honestly, they should do they did a Santa Claus show. They should do a multiversal Santa Claus where they just visit all these Santa Clauses from other universes and they play them. Just do that. That sounds awesome. I would watch that.
So we'll scratch that one, as that one does not apply.
Gotcha.
Okay. Your next question. A Nightmare Before Christmas was made to be a TV special after Tim Burton wrote a 3-page poem inspired by what 3 Christmas stories?
A Christmas Carol?
If you get 2, I'll give it to you.
Is it A Christmas Carol?
Nope. I'll give you four tries, and if you get 2, I'll give it to you.
Man, I thought these were
Christmas
just
Carol?
about the movie. Okay. What other Christmas stories? Like, I don't know what
We just talked about one.
we did. It's a Wonderful Life.
We just talked about one, like with your question.
Had the Grinch?
The Grinch is one.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh my God. I don't know. What are the others?
Okay. It's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then the last one is probably one that no one's going to get, is A Visit from St. Nicholas.
So he took A Visit from St. Nicholas, the Grinch, and Rudolph, and Nightmare Before Christmas is what he came up with.
Nightmare Before Christmas is inspired by a 3-part poem that he wrote with the inspiration from those 3 films.
As
those
well
3 stories.
As well as a shitload of acid.
Yeah. he's probably definitely the what do you call it? Who made it? God, brain fart.
Who made it? Stephen King?
Yeah, the author, Stephen King. He's probably the Stephen King of like.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
Kind of like Stephen King, when he wrote it, he had to stuff tissues up his nose because his nose was bleeding all over his typewriter.
God.
He did so much coke.
Yeah, I'm probably really gonna get the ones that have to do with the actual movie itself, not the behind the scenes stuff. So we'll see. We'll see how I do. All right.
I was gonna say my mind kind of goes a little bit deeper. So if these are hard.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not gonna.
And honestly, for everybody listening or watching, if you guys can get these, I mean, all the more power to you to know your Hollywood lore. All right. You ever see The Office?
Yes, I have, but I probably won't get it.
All right, it's multiple choice, so you got 33% chance. All right. Where do Michael, Dwight, Jim, and Andy go for lunch in The Office's Christmas episode? A. Benihana. 2. Hooters. Or 3. Red Lobster.
I want to say Benihana.
It is Benihana. Yep.
I did that. I did that solely just because Chinese restaurants are open on Thanksgiving. That's the only reason I picked Benihana.
That's so funny. All right, right now we are at writer 1, John 4. God damn. Okay.
I'm gonna give you some easier ones.
I don't trust your easy ones.
Well, the Home Alone ones I think are kind of. This question is gonna be within the million. If you can name it within the million. What? Okay, during the film. Okay, hold on. It'll make sense. During the filming of Home Alone, the McAllister's house was worth $900,000. What is it worth today? I'm gonna say. Okay. So I'll give you multiple choice on this one. Is it worth 2 million, 5 million, 8 million, or 9 million?
So it's so funny that you say this because I just saw a side-by-side comparison of the house back then and versus now, and people complaining about how it looked so tacky back then. I can't believe that house was $900,000 when it was filmed.
Yeah, it was nothing.
No, that's Chicago. Not. Yeah, like okay, I'm gonna say 5 million. 5 million.
You got it.
Okay. All right. If I can do anything and bring anything boring to this podcast, it's inflation numbers. I can do that.
And then in May of 2024, the house sold for $5.5 million, $250,000 over its original asking price.
I would love to see what made it $900,000 back then.
I just think, well, you got to consider in 1990, $900,000
is in the millions now, essentially.
I guarantee it was more than 5.5 million. Like if you what I mean, it had to have been worth more.
Yeah.
Back then.
My God. Okay.
All right.
Number 10, another multiple choice. In Fred Claus, who plays Santa's older, bitter brother Fred? Now I'm going to give you the option. Do you need a multiple choice or can you answer without it?
Give me multiple choice. I think I might have the guy, but I just need to know his name.
Okay. Is it C? Oh, God. All right. I had to switch this around. Is it A, Owen Wilson, B, Vince Vaughn, C, Ben Affleck, or D, Chris Pratt?
Oh, man. I guess I don't. Is it Vince Vaughn?
It's Vince Vaughn. Yep.
God damn.
Okay.
God damn, you know what? Got it.
You know what this is telling me is that mine are way too easy.
This is a runaway. No, I just picked one.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
Yeah, that was. You could have told me I was wrong, and I totally would have agreed with you.
All right.
Okay.
Oh wait, I got to give myself a point. Okay.
How many characters did Tom Hanks play in Polar Express?
Ooh, okay. All right, so he was the man on the top. He was Santa, the conductor, and for good measure, I feel like he was another one. So I'm going to say 4. 5?
5. I'll give it to you. You got 4. That's good enough.
Was he the little girl
5.
too?
Okay, he played the conductor, the hobo
on the roof.
Yep, the Scrooge puppet.
Oh,
Santa Claus. And he was the narrator.
Oh, the narrator, Dad.
So I mean, it's not really a character, but
okay.
Yeah.
I was like, don't tell me he was the little girl too.
I'm gonna give that one to you though. 4 that's good enough in my book. Without the narrator, I'm gonna give that to you.
I love how loose of a point system this is becoming. I like it. Because it's good for me.
I mean, to be honest, the narrator's really not a character, so the wording of the question was kind of
Again, I mean, you know what? I could see in a world where it can be the character because I mean, the narrator, depending on how you tell the story, tells you how you feel about these characters. So, yeah, I appreciate the point.
No, I'll give that to you. I would have never got that. Not in a million years.
All right. On the topic of Polar Express, in the Polar Express, what phrase does a conductor yell before the train departs? Is it A, all aboard, B, next stop North Pole, C, everyone take your seats, or D, here we go?
Is it next stop North Pole?
Nope, it is A, all aboard.
Okay.
Standard trope. It wasn't I love you, Jen A, or Where's Private Ryan? All aboard.
Right. Okay. Now the next question I have is about something that Kevin McAllister has in Home Alone 2.
Okay.
So, okay. In Home Alone 2, there is a marketing tie-in for something used in the film by Kevin McAllister. What is it? He uses it quite often. A personal item that he always has on him that he uses.
Okay. At first, I was gonna say the aftershave, but it can't be that.
Okay. I'll give you multiple choice.
Okay. Cool.
Is it a pen, a voice recorder, a Walkman?
Is it the voice recorder?
Ding ding ding.
Okay. I was gonna say that's the only thing I remember him. I don't remember him writing anything, and I don't remember him being distracted with the Walkman.
Oh, it was called the Talkboy tape recorder, and I guess it just launched that company into like crazy amount of money after that.
So did they have to pay to have it in there?
I'm sure there was an agreement down the line somewhere. But I think that company was just like, here, this is our product. If you want to use it as a prop, I think they just used it as a prop, not really thinking that it was going to catapult this business into making just cash.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. These last three
What's
should.
The score? What's the score? Are you beating me?
All right. No, I'm actually. I caught up a little bit. I've got 4. You've got 5. Now.
All right. Let's do it.
You know what? The way that these last 3 questions are, I guarantee you're probably going to run away with this one. So, all right, number 13. What toy in Claus, what toy does the grumpy Mr. Ellingbo request as an adult? Or Klaus?
Is it, I'm going to just go on a limb. I don't know it, but I'm going to go on a limb. Is it a toy train?
Nope, it's a boat.
Okay.
You know what? I was going to lose my mind if you got that right. Off a guess, because that's the hardest of these last 3.
I figure, toy trains. There's so many.
I know.
Toy trains.
I know. It is something like something named Klaus or something old mythological. Yeah. It's you always want to go with like the generic toy, like train, a boat, a creepy doll. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now this, okay, I'm gonna give you multiple choice. So in what year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade did Miracle on 34th Street film during? Is it A, 1946, B, 1945, C, 1947, or D, 1948?
1948.
It was 1946.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
As soon as you said, what year did they film, my whole brain just went to fuck you.
Well, that I'm gonna be honest. Like those movies, I figured I was like, maybe he's seen them. I don't know. They're classic movies. But
even if I've seen them, I'm not gonna know like when Macy's made an agreement to let them film in the parade.
Well, I don't know how that worked. I didn't do much looking at it. Like if they just filmed. Because they said it was really hard to get the shots they wanted. So I don't know. If
I can imagine.
But in 1946.
I get it. Now, can you imagine that if they had a certain float that they wanted to shoot and they couldn't do it and then they had to like meet them around the block?
Yeah.
That's got to be terrible. All right.
And I guess it was just freezing out there. And
it always is. Whenever you're out there, my God, it's bad.
Yeah. They said their hats were off for the actors that were able just to stand out there and do it all day.
Yeah. Seeing the dancers out there who are performing, like, good for them because it is tough, especially in those leotards. All right. Mm-hmm. Last 2. Guaranteed you're going to get this one. In Elf, Buddy's favorite food groups are candy, candy canes, candy corns, and what?
Syrup.
There you go. On the board. Yeah. Writer 4, John 6.
I'm going to give you one more.
Okay. Oh, you're done. Okay, got you.
Yeah, mine are done. But, okay. In A Christmas Story, when Ralphie gets his Red Ryder BB gun, what is the name of the character that is like the bad guy for the Red Ryder BB gun or the Red Ryder or whatever? What character does he shoot at in that montage where he's like shooting all those robbers?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Before he takes his first shot with that Red Ryder BB gun, he stares down the barrel and he says, "All right, Black Bart, now you get yours."
Oh my God,
Black Bart.
Yeah, you know, when I first thought that this would be a good idea to do this trivia, I thought we were gonna do like movies from the 2000s and up, and I was like, Elf, Polar Express, I'm good, we've got these, it's gonna be great. And now we're doing like Macy's Thanksgiving Day lore and shooting, and I'm like, shit, I don't know any of these. This is way harder than, you know what, we did the same thing. The actor who played in The Office, what's his name, Packard, bald guy, comedian, he was in the Anchorman movies. He's bald, you know, hysterical.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. That guy. He came to the city to do an office trivia night, and I was so ready. I was like, I've got this. I can do this. I'm gonna win this through and through. Those questions were the hardest thing I ever had to take beyond the SATs. I was like, I don't know. And I left that whole event thinking that I never watched the show.
The really obscure stuff. Well, yeah, it's like what did the coffee cup say in episode 3?
Exactly. And case in point, and also take this as a lesson for anybody watching or listening. If you were going to a trivia night for a show and you think that they're only going to focus on the important episodes and the details in those, and you skip the episodes that people don't really watch, those are where the questions are.
Yep.
That was mind-boggling. And the entire time I was like, I skipped that, and I hated myself for it. Anyway.
Yeah. I was looking at some of these. Well, I figured I was like, he's deep into the movies and stuff like that, so he might know some of this stuff. But they were pretty hard.
You think too highly of me. All right, let's take this home with a nice classic. In Frosty the Snowman, what brings Frosty to life? In Frosty the Snowman, what brings Frosty to life?
The hat.
Can you be more specific?
The top hat.
Think of the song.
Was it the Frosty the Snowman?
Yep. With an old silk hat.
Old silk, okay.
Old silk hat.
Okay, yeah. And 2 eyes not made out of gold.
Yeah. I was like, da.
Yep, okay.
I want to make a Frosty this year. That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah?
If we
Did you guys get any snow yet?
We definitely got snow. We didn't get hammered, but we got snow.
Yeah, we're supposed to get hammered on Tuesday and Friday. And like today we had pretty good weather. It's like in the 40s and 50s, but it's supposed to slump to the single digits in like 3 days. So,
well, I'm going to give you that one. So, ladies and gentlemen, final score, Ryder 4, John 7. If you guys got any of them, let us know in the comments down below, because man, this was a hard one.
We might need to unscrew a little bit and make them a little easier next time, but
I think out of what? You had 13, I had about 14 questions, so out of 27, we got 11 right altogether. Yeah. You know, always shoot for that under 50 percentile. Oh well.
I'll take it. I was always a C student anyway. So.
that's not C. That's straight failing.
Well, I get it, but I'm just saying.
Oh, you C student.
At least passing. I was always a C student, so don't think too
leave it to
me.
Nothing like a failing student to think that they're in a C range.
Hey, you know what? That F and then that A, that equaled a C. So come on now.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being here, listening. I hope you guys at least got some questions right. We're probably going to be doing more holiday things along the way, but we just really didn't have a whole lot of Thanksgiving ideas that we could think of. And honestly, Thanksgiving's coming up. We'll probably think of something after the fact, because that's usually how these ideas work. So I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving holiday. We'll be back after the holidays, after we spend time with our families. I'm sure we'll have plenty of stories to bring to the table when we get back to it. John, anything you want to add?
Not really. Just spend time with your families, have a good time, and everyone stay safe. Don't stab anyone.
Yep, don't stab anybody. No religion, no politics. Keep it civil and just eat.
Absolutely.
Just eat. Yeah. It's not
keep
hard.
It civil around the table.
Yep. All right. Thanks, guys, so much. I'm Ryder.
I'm John.
We'll see you after the holiday.